ask, or is that too much to ask, or what?
Well, who do you want me to get along with?
Well, the mother and I were having a conversation, and you just jumped in, and then you started attacking. So, you know, that's the way it rolled this morning. Yeah. So, say what you need to. You know, if it's me, him, or both, and just let it go, and just try to get along with people. Is that, seriously, is that too much to ask?
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay, well, say what you need to me. I'd like to hear it.
Well, I've got nothing against you.
Right.
Yeah, so, and
Bundy, what's the go there? Like everyone else, you know, has sort of let it go. Where Jag, you know, him and Jag used to hate each other, and you know they're civil to each other now. You know, been civil for a while. That was all cleared. Are you able to do the same thing?
what appears to be on the outside isn't what it seems to be with a lot of operators. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, if people want to be two-faced, that's fine. You know, that's up to them. But you need to be civil. You know, that's what's going back to me is civil.
And why is this such a concern to you?
Oh, because I was having a conversation with him and you just jumped in and started blocking the channel. That's how it rolled. That's how I started the conversation.
Yeah, but every time he gets on, he stirs shit because he thinks he's the king ring-a-ding. So I can guarantee if he stayed off for a week, there'd be no problems.
Yeah, no, I'm king, okay, because I still get over him. And so he's not king.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. What I'm trying to say is that every time he gets on, whether it's me or anyone else, yeah, he always draws out the shit. And if you didn't get on, there'd be no shit, there'd be no worries, there'd be no problems.
Who's everyone else? Anyway, you know, you two don't like each other. That's the way it is. You know, it's been a long feud. But at the end of the day, probably just tone it down a little bit between you both and let the channel move a bit more freely versus, you know, clogging it up with dropping the hammer constantly.
I don't not like him. He's just a fucking nasty cunt.
Regardless to everyone's opinions of who and is and what and fucking all the rest of the crap, it is what it is. Just, yeah, try not to involve everyone else. I didn't want to be the mediator, but, you know, it's sort of, it's not what the channel, you know, it was channel 7, channel 4, channel 3, old channel 3. Yeah, it's, you know, there was once where the channel was really good, like back in the old channel 4 days. We used to have regular barbecues, you know. Generally everyone got on, you know, back in those days, generally. You know, then there was a time where everyone picked on Dimmick. And I mean, everyone hated Dimmick. To the point where everyone was having barbecue at the front of his house.
Yeah, but it didn't worry me, Ivan. I don't give a fuck. You know, people get on here, that squeaky voice cunt, he gets on here being a wanker. He knows where I live. He's full of shit. They don't come round. It's just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I understand that, but You know, you look back then, I stayed neutral with all that shit. Where, you know, I can name everyone that was involved, you know what I mean? But I kept neutral, Dimmick. You know, and back then, you know, when the Bundy appeared back then, you know, he was a cunt. He was a cunt of a thing. He was alright, but then he just turned into a cunt. I don't know what goes on, but, you know, anyway, that's sort of the way it rolled.
I didn't know you were such a caring, new age sensitive guy, Ivan.
No, it's got nothing to do with being caring, you know, like fucking... Bundy. You got the big one out, eh?
It's not me.
Who is it? Anyway, back to everyone else are trying to be civil. You know, if they don't like the person still or whatever, you know, I just don't talk to the people. That's sort of like, you know, if I buy into it, you know, that's all well and fine, but I prefer not to associate, and that's the way that it is. Because I prefer not to be two-faced. Anyway, the channel is yours, Dimmick and Bundy.